Hello and welcome. It's Ruth here for another Masculine Monday stamping session. And I'm glad that it seems that these are popular. Looking at my YouTube analytics, apparently you guys are liking these. So I'll keep doing them. I have a new stamp set today. It's called Gallery Grunge. And it landed on my desk today. So I'm going to have a little play with it. I just want to check that. Oh yes, I am live and I am available to everybody. Hi Bev, hi Ranty. Nice to see you. Okay, so I had a scary moment then when I thought, oh no, I hadn't made my video public, but apparently I did. So there we go. Right, so if you're watching this on the replay, thank you for checking in on me, and I'm just trying to set up my son's device this time so I can read your comments, and we'll get started. So as I said, I want to get 20 card fronts done today. Now admittedly some of these are going to be one sheet wonders because that's the quickest way to get multiple card fronts, and also a really great way to kind of experiment with the stamp initially to kind of figure out what it does, how it fits together, and so on. So this is my, apart from, I'll be quite honest with you, I've done a little bit of stamping and some other scrappy stamping of this stamp set, literally just a couple of hours ago. It, you know, that's all I've done with it so far. So what you're getting is a fairly fresh eye of mine on this stamp set and how I approach kind of a new stamp set. So I'll replicate some of the things that I've already done just to go over that and see if we can create a one sheet wonder that would be useful for, you know, future cutting up and creative cards. I'm just going to grab some white card because I want to use grey to start off with, because and maybe just do monotone colours and then go from there. So I'm intending for this broadcast to be about an hour long, so if you can't stay that long, don't worry, you can dip in and out and come back and watch it another time. Hello everybody, lovely to see you. Hi Vanessa. Oh, you got Gallery Grunge as well, brilliant, fantastic. Yes, thank you for sharing. And excitedly, I've reached my 5,000 subscribers today. So maybe tomorrow I will come back on and do a special video because I have a stamp set to give away. I've got Beautiful Friendship that arrived today as well, and I want to give it away to somebody. And so I'm going to create a special blog post for people to comment and then be entered to win a stamp set. And also I think whatever I create in that video, I will also give that away. So if you've already got Beautiful Friendship and you win it, you can, you know, give it to a friend or something, or you can maybe nominate somebody who you'd like me to send it to instead of yourself if you already have it, and share the love around, hey? So there we go. Right, but that's all tomorrow. I've not even, you know, I haven't even decided what I'm doing yet, and I'm already talking about tomorrow. Right, so this image here is this beautiful kind of like planks of wood, and having a little play with it earlier, I noticed that there's a way of kind of making it kind of match up a little bit. So I'm just going to show you what I discovered. So I'm going to be stamping with Smokey Slate to start off with. Just move my drink over to the side. So let's line this up with the grid paper. Make sure it's nice and straight because it just helps my kind of, it guides my eyes a little bit if I've got the paper lined up straight with various other things. And right, so we've got this beautiful image. Oh, that was it. I wanted to just see if we can maybe find a way of lining the lines up so it looks like it's all part of one thing. Oh, I'm so sorry. I've got my notifications still on. Naughty me. Right, switch those off. Right. Do share this video if you think there'll be people who like it. Hi Tony from Chicagoland. Chicago. Wonderful. Is this your first time watching me on a live, Tony? Hi, welcome if you're new to my live, but you've been watching me for a while, or you may be completely new to my channel. Welcome. So my name is Ruth. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator, an independent one, and so I demonstrate Stampin' Up products. I sell them. I use them myself for creating and also creating tutorials to show people how to do stamping. And I really love this one sheet wonder technique where I stamp on a whole sheet of paper and use it and cut it up. So I'm kind of creating my own designer series paper really, or my own scrapbook paper, or patterned paper, whatever you want to call it. So that is, I think, is a really simple way to kind of get your piece of paper covered. And I'm just going to bring you in a little bit closer so that you can maybe pick up on the detail of that. Okay, so not too dark a colour, a nice palish colour. And so that's what I tend to do with these big stamps initially, is I treat them with a pale colour because I don't want them to kind of take over too much. Then we have this beautiful, it looks like a bit of a mosaic-y kind of tile effect. And what I'm going to do, so it makes it easier for me to kind of line it up, I'm actually going to line up the pattern so that it's kind of straight, correct on my block there, so it's easier for me to kind of see what I'm doing. Right, I'm going to now use some of the basic grey. Thanks, Cindy, for sharing. One time before, but you watched the replays. Thank you. Thank you, Bev. It's lovely to see you. I feel like I've not really seen you for a while. How are you? Right, so this is like a bit like the stamp in oh, that new Christmas stamp. What's it called? Oh, I can't remember what it's called. Christmas Countdown. There's a lovely kind of tile effect in that stamp set as well. But this is quite fun as well. So I'm using basic grey here because it's a little bit darker. With the shape of it, you could almost imagine they were kind of clouds. But they're not. But, you know, if you wanted to create some imaginative clouds, you could perhaps. So, oh, thank you. You gave me a thumbs up already. Oh, Judy, that's so kind of you. I had a few thumbs down for a video I did on, was it? Oh, I can't remember what it was. Friday or Saturday, I think it was. I don't know if it was because I drank too much coffee. I tend to find the videos I do when I've drunk too much coffee, I get thumbs down for. I think I must sound really wild or something. So, right, this is black now because I want something a little bit more dark, just to stand out a bit more. So, and then what I really like is playing with the juxtaposition of like or playing with the textures against textures. So I've got the bubbly kind of texture against just the white here, and then seeing what it looks like against a pre-patterned area and how it kind of fades in or how it stands out or whatever. So it's good to kind of play. Hi Tracy. Hi Gloria. Oh, thank you. Well, I'm doing a kind of tried and tested design that, you know, you probably have seen me do before, and I was thinking today, you know, how can I make these videos still be fresh every time? And I think, to be honest, because the stamp sets are fresh every time to me, you know, every time I get a bit bored, I think, oh, get a new stamp set, let's freshen it all up again. You know, the stamp sets just help do that, so that it's great for, you know, I'm always designing new things and stuff. So I look at this line. I love these lines. I don't know what they are. They almost look like tyre tracks, but they're very modern looking. You know, great for kind of like a modern looking card for a man. But yet at the same time got this lovely rustic feel and aged feel because they're not pure solid lines. So, hi Cheryl. Yes, new stamp sets always keep us going. I know, it's the way they hook us in, you know. But, you know, at the same time, I am a frugal crafter. I'm about using those stamps over and over, getting the most out of them. Right, I am super tempted to do some cross-hatching here because I love just seeing how it looks. Oh, look at that. And this literally is 3 colours, guys. And if you don't have Smoky Slate, you could just stamp off the basic grey, you know, if you haven't got Smoky Slate. And to be honest, if you haven't got any of the greys, you could probably do it by stamping off the black. Because it's a rubber stamp set, it will stamp off very nicely. So, these are kind of look like hashtags, don't they? This is going to be my hashtag cards. There we go. Excuse me. Right. Hi, Janice. Hi, Cricket Harper. You took it out again? This is Gallery Grunge, everybody. She had it in her basket and she took it out. No. Would you believe my new trimmer has gone missing? I think either my son or my children has borrowed it, and it's not in my bathroom right now. Not that I can see anyway. Or it could be that I just need to tidy up. So I just want to cut this up for you guys to see how, although it looked like a bit of a hot mess, I promise it will come good. So let's cut. Oh no, I need to cut that wrong then. Hashtag parquet flooring, absolutely. Reminds me of my old school hall when I was a child. I used to sit and stare at it, and then I think when I started to realise that each one of the parquet were laid by hand, I was kind of quite impressed. A bit of Smoky Slate here. Right, now this card is by no means finished, so I know you might be thinking, hold on, that's not quite a card, is it, Ruth? All right, let me just show you. It doesn't take much to finish this off. So earlier I did I don't know if I can find them now. I did pre-stamp some words. Oh, here we go. There we go. Got Let's Celebrate You. From the Happy Birthday, oh, what's it called? What's it called? Not Itty Bitty Greetings, the birthday one. Itty Bitty Birthdays, here we go. This one. It's got lots of different birthday greetings. We've got Let's Celebrate You. Oh no, let's put that down here, because it shows it off a little bit more by having it down here in that corner. Oops, there we go. Let's celebrate you. Janice asks, were you thinking one day I will make an amazing card with that pattern? Yes, I've been staring at it for the last maybe, ever since it was first in the catalogue. I've wanted to play with it. But for some reason, I just never got round to buying it. And then when they had the money off last week, I was like, yes, this is my time. A little bit wonky, but never mind. Right, so I'm going to do 2 because you kind of get the idea, don't you? So by doing that design right through the middle of the page, it means that you do have some nice white space on either side to play with, and then put your sentiment and so on. Okay, so that's 4 down. Okay, is that okay? Thumbs up, guys, if you like it. So 4 down. Let's try another one, this time with some different colours. Let's go very vanilla, and let's maybe go towards the brown tones. And I thought maybe, what about mixing it with something, oh, I've got the horse stamp set here, but I really want to focus in on Gallery Grunge. I don't want to cheat and just kind of go, oh, Gallery Grunge, and then here's a load of other stamps. But you know, the reality is that you're not going to buy Gallery Grunge on its own, are you? And you know, you're going to have some other stamps in there. So I'm just going to give this a quick little spritz, because I want to do this onto brown now. Give that a clean. Give that a clean. You'd love to have a session day with me, Cheryl. Well, I am planning one. I just need to find a Saturday where I'm fairly free, and then we'll do a bit of a session day, and you can share what you create. So, you know, maybe book a few hours off with me, and then we'll, you know, we can create together. So there we go. Right, browns. So let's just pop these greys to one side. I've rejigged my colour caddy so that things are in a slightly different order. They're more of a in colour order now, not in colour family order. So let's get some crumb cake. See, I'd like to mix that with some, ooh, let's go Pear, Pizzazz and some pretty peacock, I think. Cause no, I want to do that later. What am I talking about? Crumb cake, Pear, Pizzazz, soft suede. I want to do the horses for this one. Where's early espresso? Grab a bit of that. Okay, so I want my focal point to be the horse or horses. So let's have a think how we're going to do this. I might do it this way round. See, look, I haven't even taken these off their backing yet. That's how new these are to me. Let's get this horse loaded up. Okay. Hi, Randy. My dad and brothers-in-law like cards with flowers. Oh, good. That's good. Yeah. Well, I know I put masculine, and I'm not suggesting that you can only give masculine cards to men, because obviously there are women who prefer masculine style cards anyway. And also the subject matter, you know, like horses. You know, there are plenty of women who like horses too. So it's more to do with the description of the design aesthetic, really, not necessarily the who the recipient is going to be. You can give them to whoever you want to give them to. Oh yes, I did too. Janice's Snowfront card from the other day is beautiful, and I had intended on getting that stamp set next, but because the sale came up, and also I think it's on back order at the moment, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go with these for now, and then right, I just want to put one of those there, and then I'm going to put one across this way just to see how that will work out. Right. Okay, so that's it for my main bit of stamping. Then I want to fit in, and again, I'm just going to play it safe. I'm going to go with the lighter brown initially for the biggest image, background image, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do afterwards. And I'm kind of looking at spaces. I'm wanting to fill the gaps here. So go there first. Oh, Vanessa, you hadn't thought of stamping off for lighter shades. Oh gosh, I do it all the time, my darling. Sometimes I can't be bothered to reach for the lighter the lighter ink pad, or if I'm trying to create depth, I'm always stamping off, or doing second generation stamping. It's a good little trick to have up your sleeve. Look, I love how, look, you can kind of naturally, that feeds into that one, and that one feeds into that one. So it kind of almost looks like the pattern is seamless. So I'm looking at this dark line here and this line here, and kind of trying to match it up into this section here. So that someone looking at that design wouldn't realise that was all, you know, separate stampings, because that section looks like it kind of all feeds in together, doesn't it? Right, I'm deliberately leaving some spaces because I want to make sure that the other designs really sing. So thank you, Cheryl. Oh, I pressed a little bit too hard there, but never mind. That's the only thing with some of these bigger stamps. Sometimes it's worth just giving these a little bit of a trim around there in case you accidentally push too hard. Oh, actually, I just want to do a little bit up there as well. It would make a good cross. Yeah, that's a good idea, Vicky. Hiya, good morning. Sheila, what did you mean? Regal? Oops. Trying to read. Oh, we do neutrals or regal. Oh, regal. Who's saying about oh, we do it? Julie says my husband isn't a big flower guy. Ah, okay. Okay, so now we've got this lovely kind of tile effect. So let's bring that down the edge there. So again, I'm kind of looking for gaps, but at the same time, I'm not afraid to cross over onto other designs because this is a darker colour, so it will show up. Let's do something in the middle. So in my head, I'm also thinking about where I will be cutting this, so I know that there are going to be elements going onto both cards. Right, I think I'm going to stop there for that one. Now I'm wondering whether to do something a little bit more green, because these kind of hint at slightly organic, or maybe blue, like the hint at sky or something. Right, let's go with, should we go with Seaside Spray? Blue. Coastal Cabana. Coastal Cabana could be fine. Give it a kind of turquoise, Mexican-y kind of, you know, that kind of feel. And so I'm stamping off, stamping again, just to get that lovely lighter kind of effect. And here you see we could, you know, tuck it right in and make it almost look like some sky here. The same in here as well. Oh, that's quite fun. Right, I like that. And then how about some green now? Maybe we could create some faux ground looking earth grassy kind of thing. Oh, your order's just arrived, Ali. Oh, cool. What stamp sets did you get then? Now on this one, I want to do something slightly different. I want it to look like the grass is going upwards. How fun is that? Looks like the grass is kind of like falling away. Right, I'm going to stop there and cut this up now. You've got crackle paint, birch. I'm going to cut this a bit further over. Artisan textures, beautiful day. Stargazing. Ah, you got the stargazing one. Oh, Louise. I'll have to get it another time. There were a few things that I kind of kicking myself for not getting now. Right, so these you can stamp directly on. I mean, let's do a nice happy birthday in early espresso, I think, for this one. Just make sure this is put on straight. Okay. There we go. Now, if you feel that you want to have something else dark going on here, you can add something afterwards. So, like for example, I've got that dark, I've got the early espresso open, so you could maybe just put a little bit of something slightly darker in the top there, just to kind of balance all the darkness that's happening here. So I'll just balance that up there. Now I feel like I need to do it on the bottom as well, just a little bit in this corner. There we go. So that's fine. I think that makes a perfect card front. Let's have a look at this one. Yeah, I'm almost tempted to leave this. I'll leave one of those for. Yeah, I'm pleased how these turned out because it just feels like they've got space to breathe, and or the designer's got space to breathe. And but yeah, it's interesting enough. I think he must have been saving up for ages. Is that to me? I ended up not ordering, no matter how much I wanted them, with the surgery in the last 2 weeks. And others. Oh, sweetheart. Oh, Jeannie. Yes, I guess I was saving up, but I've recently been earning a little bit more off my YouTube channel, and people have been kind enough to do super chats. So, so a few people super chatted me in the last month, and also have been donating to my PayPal support thing. So it meant that I had a little pot of money to buy some new stamps, and I've promised you guys that I will be using these new stamps to make more videos, so you'll be seeing them. I've also today filmed a special video for anybody that has supported me that way in October, and there'll be an exclusive video for you guys, so I want to try and make that a regular thing that I do. Right, so that's 4. What am I doing? I'm waffling now, so I'm forgetting what I'm supposed to be doing. Right, so that's another 4. I've got 20 minutes to create 12 more. I think I can do it. There we go, because Esther's on at 9 o'clock, so I need to get off. Right, I need to stamp quicker now. Right, I wanted now to start making this a little bit darker, but I want to introduce some green. So, what's that, Tracy? What happened? Oh, your son's not well. Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll be praying for you, Tracy. Oh, message me. Louise is like, I knew Janice would be here. Hi, Betty. Right, I want to create something that's going to have some foliage. Ooh, some foliage in it now. Turn that over. So I'm wanting to do this just down the middle. Maybe stamp off. Stamp off. Yep. See, stamping off creates a lovely effect. Oh, Eileen's comment was to Ali. Ah, sorry, Eileen. Yeah, it's not quite the same as Facebook, is it? Where if you're commenting to somebody, you can kind of, what's the word? You can tag them in the comments so that they know that you're talking to them. With YouTube, they haven't got that facility yet. I hope they do come in with it. It would make it much more user-friendly, wouldn't it? Right, so that's that. Now, I wanted to use a few more of those girly, no, I'm joking, not girly, flora and fauna type stamps. So let's pick up, not Soft Spring, what is it? The Lovely is the Day. So this is one of my newer stamps, which I'm a little bit addicted to at the moment. And, excuse me. I was going to bring in some pretty... Oh, what about... I haven't used... Maybe these for a little while. Shaded Spruce and Call Me Clover. So going more with the brighter greens. Let's use that one first. Don't need the horse. Oh, guys, you guys are so kind. I'll privately message Tracy and let her know what you've all been saying, because she's probably gone now. But I'll message her in a minute. So it is, isn't it, Jeannie? So I'm just trying to stamp these leaves so that once this gets cut, you've got the design on one side of the card. I know it's a tried and tested formula, but you know what? If it works, isn't it? And it means it's a great way to kind of experiment with those new stamp sets, and you know it's going to work, and you can get to know them, and then you can, you know, figure out what else the stamp set does once you've had a play with it. So let's get this leaf here. I love this leaf. Right, so this is now Pretty Peacock. So let's see. No, it's not. This is Shaded Spruce. Although I wish it was Pretty Peacock, I might change it for the next, for doing it down that way. Oops. Let's hide that boo-boo. Okay, you know what? I'm going to try Pretty Peacock because I want a bit of a contrast of the colours now. So this stamp set is called Lovely is the Day, and the one underneath is called Gallery Grunge. So I am trying to just mainly stay focused on Gallery Grunge and show you all the different ways it can be used. And I am trying to stick to sort of more masculine style, but I am so looking forward to having a play with Gallery Grunge and teaming it with some flowers and things as well, which will be quite fun to do. So there we go. Right, so now we've got our leafy kind of effect there. What else have we got in here? We've got that lovely, that there, which I know some of you guys would consider that slightly more feminine, but you know what, it doesn't mean just because you've got doing a masculine card you can't add a little bit of femininity, because it offsets against other things. So Ruth, you do things with stamps my mind doesn't think of naturally inspired. Oh, thank you, Jeannie. That's very kind of you. Donna. Oh, it's wonderful. Cindy, I finally got shaded spruce and merlot after seeing you use them in a couple of projects. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. I've enabled. Right, I'm thinking of a dark brown now. So to really make this show up, we need to go quite dark. I'm looking at this and it's looking quite Asian to me. It was reminding me of bamboo shoots, as it is at the moment. So, right, I'm going to see if this will work. Sorry, I'm thinking of using some masking. Okay, I will say the thing you do have to be careful of with the photopolymer stamps when they're a very delicate line is the amount of pressure that you put down. If you put too much pressure, you run the danger of squashing the stamp and getting a slightly thicker line. But then equally, if you don't, like I didn't press down equally on my ink pad, I ended up with it not being inked properly. So just bear that in mind and don't get too distracted when using those thinner stamps, the thinner lined stamps I should say, because they can very easily, they just need your focus, put it that way. They need your attention. It's a bit like when you're breastfeeding a child. Sometimes you get complacent and you think, oh, the child knows what they're doing, and actually sometimes you do have to pay attention because you know their latches come off. So I'm speaking as a breastfeeding peer support counsellor now, but it's the same sort of thing. You do need to sort of stay focused sometimes. Right, there we go. How's that? We need those wee pandas back. Yes, we do. Ah, Vanessa watched me on a big TV. Yes, turned me into a star. Marvellous. Okay, I think we're done here. Let's have a look how this looks. I've got 10 more minutes to do a few more cards, so we've got to get this show on the road, as they say. So cut at 10. Cut at 10. That's scary, Vanessa. My grandchildren watched me on their telly. They were really impressed that Granny was on the telly. How cool. That is so cool. Right, the reason why I love doing this design is because, look, you can have your design going that way, you can have your design going that way. You can also then take time to decide, you know, where you're going to put your sentiment and so on. And then if you want to add extra bits, you can add it afterwards. So I'm not sure about the brown, to be honest. I think maybe I should have cut it up, then done the filigree bit. But there we go. You learn. You learn by doing, don't you? Right, so that's 4/8/12. Right, I've got to do some quick in here. Right, I want to show you a very grungy, sort of almost all over design now. So, hey, what about we start off with something lighter? Let's think. I want to have a bit of red in here. Dark red. Oh, dark purple. Let's go Blackberry Bliss for this one then. And maybe some orange or... oh, Bermuda Bay. Bermuda Bay. That's quite a fun one with some grey granite. Okay, let's start mixing this up a little bit more. Right, so just gonna cover my page. Just enjoy the process of, you know, just stamping. Just get it on there. Don't have to think too hard about this process. Just do it. Okay. Okay. There we go. Right. Fabulous. Should we do a few of these? So this is very much stamping to create a background paper, and I imagine we'd just team this up with, you know, some other card making techniques. You don't have to use this just on its own. Right, so that's the grey granite. Put the Bermuda Bay in here. Let's do something funky with that. Oh look, that's all the glitter from the other day. Oh, where's my stripey gone? Oh, here it is. Actually, no, I'm not going to do my stripey just yet. I might do this. Give that a bit of a clean. Hello, Ellen. Good morning. Janice, could you put the animal you die cut in the foliage Ruth just stamps? Oh yes, the Nature's Beauty. Is that what you mean? Right, so this is now Bermuda Bay, which I'm getting everywhere. Ooh, fabby dabby. I'm going to keep this all in one direction. Look how quick that was. I was so quick to do that. And I might even just do a few more of these blue splatters in that as well. Again, looking for the gaps. There we go. That's easy, isn't it? Right, Blackberry Bliss. Now this is an unforgivable colour. Once it's on, this colour. Right, let's have a think. Do we want these stripes? Let's just see what it looks like. Is Tracy back again? Oh, Are you okay? Tracy, can you private message me? Right. Ooh. Okay. Don't know if I like this, but we'll go with it. I think I'm only going to do it to half the page, in case I don't like it. Right. I do like the purple. I wonder what if it would look like if I did something else. Another kind of focal point with the purple, like the horse or something, or the horse's head, or trees. Ooh, there's some trees in this one. Where are the trees gone? Here. Wanda likes this one. Oh, good. Ooh. Okay, my stamp mountain is starting to collapse. Okay, so this is the trees from Let It Ride. And if you don't have Let It Ride, don't panic, because there's plenty of little tree stamps. There's some in Waterfront and there's some in Snowfront as well. Plenty of trees. A few minutes, says Esther. I've got like 3 minutes to create another 4 cards. My goodness. Well, Esther, you might have to just go and get started and I'll join you. So for those of you who want to keep watching somebody, Esther is going to be doing a... Oh, is it a YouTube live, Esther, you're doing? Okay, I'm just going to cut up one of the sides of this because you don't need to see all 4, you just need to see the 2. Esther's doing something Christmassy. She's doing her Christmas countdown. So if you want some Christmas inspiration, you can head to her. And if you haven't seen my Christmas Stampathon 2019 for October, you can go and see that one as well. Okay, I quite like that. I love having all that. And then you could just put a really lovely big, like, Happy Christmas or something. If you wanted it to be a Christmas card or a birthday card, you could do something there. That is just a really interesting background, which can be teamed up with some other stuff. So yes, I'm happy with that. Right. One more. Okay, I really fancy doing something with some bright colours now and then stamping some black over it. So I'm going to do a quick clean up. That's my rag. Do a quick clean up of all these stamps. And that one. Where's the giant one gone? This one here. Right, and then we'll, if anyone wants to shout out some bright colours for me, I'll then go grab those. So 3 bright colours, please. And then we're going to stamp some black after. Thank you, Robin Williams. Nice to meet you. Is this your first time on one of my lives? I don't remember seeing you before. Can I have some colours, please? Coastal, Cabana, Bermuda Bay. Okay, Coastal's already out here, and I've just used Bermuda Bay, so I'm going to veto that one. Can I have some greens? Oh, Poppy Parade. Oh, Scary Mary. Right. Poppy Parade. Actually, You know what? These in red would look amazing because it's nearly our Remembrance Sunday, and we'll be having poppies and stuff. Bermuda Bay pumpkin. Melamine. I think we'll go for the. Yeah, I was thinking granny apple. Melon. Or mango medley. Is that what you mean? Mango and granny. Right, this is going to be fun. Right, I've just got to get in my head what I'm doing. Right, let's go with the... a wee bit of this first, I think. On there. On there. On there. And one there. Okay, so that's the mango. Then bring in coastal. Now this is going to be very kind of abstract looking, and I'm loving it already. That. Right, coastal, done. Granny apple. Enjoyed my first venture into a loves. Thank you so much for your lovely inspiration. Oh, lives. Sorry. Oh, I love it when typos make you go, huh? You what? Lives. Lives. Okay, see you, Vicky. Yeah, go and watch Esther. I'll be over in a minute. I've nearly finished, I promise. So if you don't already follow Stampin' Star Creations, please find her on YouTube because she's super cool. She's also my sister, so, you know, of course I think she's super cool as well. And we just so happen to both love making cards and ended up as demonstrators, so she signed up under me. But if you live geographically close to her, or if you found her before me, then please support her little business by shopping through her. Hi Cindy, nice to see you. You're taught now, Janice. It's all right. You can go. You can watch this later. I won't be offended if you want to go off and watch Esther. It's fine. Ooh. As long as you come back and watch me later, it's fine. You can catch me on the replay. You know what? That's all I want to do. That is all I want to do. Now, I want to come back in with the black. Bless me. Oh, bless me again. Right, I'm just trying to find my black ink pad now. What's here? Oh, there it is. Right, so clean this off because it's still got some mango medley on here. Melody. I always call it medley. Melody. Blood splatters. Yes. Well, The poppies do remind us of the blood that was shed during the wars. And it's still being shed in various wars across the world right now. Hashtag Syria. That situation's been going on a very long time. No, I haven't cut my finger, honestly, I promise. Okay, so here I've got the black. Now, okay, let me just have a think what I want to do with this, because this is just... this is a nice contrast. Oh, it doesn't show up as much as I thought it would. That's interesting. Okay. I thought it would be a bit more pronounced. It is a very fine stamp. But there we go. Wow. I think it would be fun, actually, to stamp a bolder image. So like a tree, if you did black trees or something, that would look so cool. Okay, that's fine, Ali. See you later. Oh, yes, I could turn them into trees. Yeah, what a great idea. See, it's only until you start stamping in colour that you really start to see the potential of stamps. I always say that when you see those great images in the catalogue, it doesn't really do them justice. And although they do, you know, Stampin' Up! Do all those lovely samples, until you actually get them in your hand and play with them, it really just does change, you know, how they work. Okay, so I'm thinking, what about a row of black trees here, and then that is it, then I'm going to go, because I've done my 20. But I love that, it's kind of really abstracty, but so cool. And this one, you could probably get away with doing it right in the middle. How cool is that? And then just stamp for you, couldn't you? Oop. Fresh out the packet. Yes, Rooted in Nature. That would look lovely. I haven't got that one, but I have used it. Friends of mine have had it. Double check. How cool. Right, I am finishing up here. I'll just show you everything, and then we can head over to watch Esther do her Christmas something creation. And all right, let's just have a look what we've got here. So we've got these really cool abstract looking colourful backgrounds that you can add whatever else you want to add to them, but then with the addition of the black, I think they just make it, just enhances it and makes it look fabulous. So that's that. Then we've got these just all over background with slightly different colours. What was that? Grey granite, blackberry, Bliss and Bermuda Bay. That looks really cool. So that's 4, 8. Then we've got that one, stamped that way, 12. So that's for the additional of something leafy, all right? So it doesn't matter if you don't have exactly the stamp set, just find something leafy. Then this one with the horse. So this time I stamped the images first, the central images, so that I knew that where they were going, and then I stamped kind of around them using the bluey colours to kind of give the impression of sky. So that's 4, 8, 12, 16. And then these first ones was just the monotone, not monotone, monochromatic, oh dear, one black, grey and smoky slate and grey granite. And this is what I would recommend you start off doing. Just do it monochromatic, get to know what the actual imagery, the lines, and then you can have a play and then start adding the colour afterwards. So that's kind of the process that I tend to go, you know, start off simple, build it up, you know, then mix in more stamps, then mix in more stamps and just have a play with it. And of course this has been Masculine Monday, so I haven't really done anything floral at all, but I think tomorrow I will come on live and do something with Beautiful Friendship, because to celebrate 5,000 subscribers I'm going to be giving Beautiful Friendship away, and whatever I create on that live I will send anywhere in the world. Okay, anywhere in the world, that one. So you can be in with a chance to win this stamp set. And if you've got it already and you'd like to nominate someone else to get it, you can do that. So come back tomorrow. I'm not quite sure what time as yet. It might be afternoon UK time, because I'm going to be out with my family in the morning, and my sons have got some stuff planned in the afternoon, so it means that I'm a bit freer. So it may be that I come back tomorrow afternoon and do this with you. So thank you so much for joining with me. It's always such a pleasure to see you all and get your feedback and hear, you know, how you've been stamping. And please remember there are various links below if you'd like to support what I do. And I really do appreciate each one of you, and thank you for sharing as well if you have, because I would not have got to 5,000 if it hadn't been for you guys sharing out what I do. So take care for now. See you soon. See you over at Esther's. Bye.